After having joined another iconic franchise, Jude Law remains optimistic about his potential Sherlock Holmes 3 return. The two-time Oscar nominee was the co-lead of the mystery action franchise adapting Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's eponymous detective, starring as his best friend and confidant Dr. John Watson, while Robert Downey Jr. played Holmes. While the first two movies were commercial hits and there were plans for a third one, Sherlock Holmes 3 has remained in development hell for the better part of 13 years. During a recent interview with the Playlist to discuss his true story crime thriller The Order, Law was asked for an update on Sherlock Holmes 3. After initially acknowledging there were once plans for time travel to factor into the threequel, Law confirmed there is a new iteration of the script that's been completed. He did, though, caution that he has not yet read it, and that discussions are still ongoing about the logistics of it, but expresses his hopes to reunite with Downey Jr. as making the first two with the producer's star was a great experience. See what Law shared below. What this means for Sherlock Holmes 3. The threequel isn't guaranteed just yet. Development on Sherlock Holmes 3 has been a rocky road, to say the least, seeing a variety of writers and directors come and go from the project, including original franchise helmer Guy Ritchie passing the baton to Rocketman's Dexter Fletcher and Mindhunter Joe Pengall being the last writer attached to the piece. Susan Downey also confirmed to Screen Rant this past June that, though there was no actual update for the threequel, it is still very much alive in our hearts, stating that part of the big reason for the delay is wanting to find the right story for it. See what she shared below. Considering Law has not yet read the new script for the threequel, Sherlock Holmes 3 isn't inherently guaranteed to be moving ahead just yet. As the star notes, finances are a big factor in determining whether to move ahead with the next installment, particularly when looking at the prior movie's budgets, with the original costing $90 million and its 2011 sequel $125 million. Given Downey Jr.'s paycheck is typically a big portion of any project's budget that he's starring in, landing on a reasonable figure for him alone, along with Law and any other stars, will be a major factor. The other issue facing the project, as well, is Downey Jr.'s busy upcoming schedule, particularly his return to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Despite having said goodbye to it in 2019's Avengers: Endgame, it was announced at this year's San Diego Comic-Con he will be back, this time as Victor Von Doom Dr. Doom, in the Fantastic Four, First Steps, Avengers, Doomsday and Secret Wars. As such, considering his expected heavy involvement in the latter two films, finding the time for him to come back for Sherlock Holmes 3 won't be easy. Our take on Sherlock Holmes 3's development. It's not too late for the movie to happen. Holmes and Watson look surprised in Sherlock Holmes. While sequels taking over a decade to develop are rarely a good sign for their eventual release, there's certainly a number of examples that have broken that curse, some of the more notable being Top Gun, Maverick, Bad Boys for Life and Beverly Hills Cop, Axel F. As such, Sherlock Holmes 3 shouldn't be written off just yet, particularly considering Downey Jr. has already largely bounced back from Doolittle's failure with the back-to-back success of Senior and his Oscar win from Oppenheimer. He's certainly deserving of a chance to properly lead another blockbuster franchise.